Is California still the only place you can get really high-end cannabis? So now with legalization, there's so many more states that actually have cannabis out there. And there's also a lot of black market growers that are still in a lot of these other states that aren't actually fully legalized. So this leads me to ask, is California still the hub for the best cannabis in the United States? So they definitely have a lot of tech, and what I mean by that is they have a lot of different equipment and knowledge with that equipment that a lot of other states just aren't going to be able to have just yet because of the years of experience California has over those states. But is the market in California stuck in the mud just because of candy? Are they not seeing the cycle? Are they not seeing that candy is on its last legs? So what we see right now is I definitely see is California is making huge profits off of candy. They know that they can grow it at a high pace and they don't have to necessarily have it be the greatest thing in the world just because the genetics are unmatched and the demand for it is super high at the moment, so they don't necessarily have to keep the quality extremely high. They can run these strains in huge facilities and have them come out mediocre and still have them sell for extremely high tickets just because people want to smoke on those genetics. But that leads me to say, is the quality of California weed even close to any of these other states now? So I'd say yes, California still has some amazing growers. They still have a lot of people that are actually doing some old school strains and they're doing it really well. There's a lot of brands that I could list off right now that are doing amazing work, but I would definitely say if you want to see some of those brands, go check out my reviews. You'll be able to see plenty of brands that are from California that are doing amazing work. But those are smaller batch brands. Those are harder to access brands. So this leads me to say, if you're going with the hype, if you're going with the thing that everyone else has and it's from California, there's a huge chance that you could actually get better quality weed next door or maybe even just down the street. And the reason why I say that is because there's actually some people who are focusing in on these individual plants and they are really dialing them in. When you get stuff from California that is commercially grown, there is no actual love being given to that plant. So the plant will still grow and you'll still see flower come off of it, but it's not going to be flower that can even be enjoyed by anyone who has any knowledge of cannabis. So what we are seeing is even people from California are going out of state to grab flower right now. I know a lot of people in California that are shopping in Oregon, they're shopping in a lot of other states like Florida to get some high level cannabis that is grown with passion. And this leads me to say that California will always be the hub. It will never not be the hub because of the weather and just because of the education that the group of people that lives there has. But this is also something that has been diluted and has been overused to the point where people are now leaving California and they're taking that knowledge with them. So what we are seeing is the whole United States is becoming a lot more evolved and a lot more educated on what good cannabis actually is. And this makes it so that California still has somewhat of a great reputation, but it's going to lose a lot of its speed and a lot of its clientele, because a lot of the clientele is going to see that they're going to have a lot more success going down the street. So at the end of the day, I definitely think that California will always be the hub. As I said before, it's because of the weather and because of the knowledge, but this is definitely something that is really dope to see for the whole United States. I am very happy to see that the whole United States is catching up pace and they're actually putting on a good enough performance for me to actually make a video like this. So big respect to everyone that's actually doing it and actually doing it the right way.